Why did I fire my employee for refusing to work weekends? I'm 39. I own a restaurant, open Tuesday through Sunday, closed Mondays. My server Jessica is 32. Single mom, 2 kids, ages 7 and 9. Been with me for 18 months. When I hired her, I was clear. This job requires weekend availability. Friday, Saturday, Sunday are our busiest days. Everyone works weekends. She said no problem. She had childcare figured out. She's been a good employee. Reliable. Customers love her. Good tips. Last month, she came to me, said she needs to change her availability. No more weekends. I said, that's not possible. Weekends are required. She said her childcare fell through. Her mom was watching the kids on weekends, but now she's sick. Can't do it anymore. I said, I'm sorry, but weekend shifts are part of the job. She said she's a single mom. Weekends are her only time with her kids. They're in school all week. I said, I understand, but I can't accommodate that. 70% of my revenue is Friday through Sunday. She said there must be something we can do. Maybe she works weekdays only. I said, weekday shifts are already covered. I need weekend servers. She said she'll find new childcare. Just needs a few weeks. I said, okay, 2 weeks to figure it out. 2 weeks passed. She came back, said she can't find affordable weekend childcare, that it costs $200 per weekend. She can't afford it on server wages. I said, then I need to find someone who can work weekends. She said, I'm firing her for being a single mom. I said, I'm not firing her for being a single mom. I'm firing her because she can't work the required schedule. She said the required schedule discriminates against parents. I said the required schedule is based on business needs. Weekends are when customers come in. She said other industries accommodate working parents. Why can't I? I said other industries aren't restaurants. We're open when people aren't working. That means nights and weekends. She said, I'm choosing profit over a mother's ability to see her children. I said, I'm choosing to staff my business during peak hours. She asked if I could pay her more so she could afford childcare. I said, I can't afford to pay servers more. Margins are already thin. She said, then I'm trapping her. She can't afford childcare on what I pay, but I won't let her work without childcare. I said, that's not my problem to solve. She said, it is my problem. I'm her employer. I fired her. Gave her 2 weeks severance. She posted on social media. Said, I fired a single mom for wanting to spend weekends with her kids. The post went viral. Thousands of comments, most calling me heartless, saying I'm what's wrong with the restaurant industry. Some defending me, saying business is business, that she knew the requirements when she was hired. My restaurant got review bombed. 1-star reviews calling me anti-family, anti-mother. Revenue dropped 30%. People are boycotting. My other employees are upset. Half support Jessica, half say she was being unreasonable. 2 servers quit, said they don't want to work for someone who fires single moms. I'm struggling to hire replacements. Everyone who applies asks about weekend requirements. When I say weekends are mandatory, they decline. Jessica filed for unemployment. Listed reason as fired for requesting schedule accommodation for childcare. I'm fighting it, saying she was fired for not meeting job requirements, but the unemployment office is investigating whether I made reasonable efforts to accommodate her. My lawyer says I'm probably fine, that weekend availability was in her job description, that I gave her time to find childcare, but public opinion is destroying my business. Comment YTA if I should have accommodated her. Comment NTA if she knew the job requirements. What would you do?